morning. Hello everybody. Welcome to my channel. My name is Chrissy and today I'm going to be giving you a prediction reading for the 21st of June. Now I am here with my dog guys. I've got Sophie here asleep and Spocket is here asleep. Both snoring their heads off. It is a lovely -9 this morning guys here in Oz in the snowy mountains. I thought -4 was bad yesterday. Well, today I took the cake. My little hands, you can see they're very red. It's very cold. So we're shooting this video inside. Huge frost, which is still thawing out outside. Even though it's a beautiful sunny day, as most of you know, when you get a big frost, it often ends up a really nice day. So I'm still going to head out in the garden later when I eventually take my coat off, whenever that may be. Hope you're all going really well. First, a little bit of admin, guys. What was I? Oh, I'm still doing the name for CHINA. I might read through those in a minute. I've got a few of you that have been writing in with names that we can use as a nickname for, yes, CHINA. I know, madman, you don't think the algorithms, but we don't want to be saying it too often because they do look for these words, don't they? Something, you know, is causing them to delete a lot of our comments off YTube. The other thing is we had more climate protesters today here in Oz. I told you about them yesterday, blocking the roads and being a terrible menace. Well, now they're blocking the railroads. So they're on the rail tracks. They're building these like string lines, like a pyramid kind of energy. It's weird. And they're sitting at the very top of it. And, of course, Greta Thunberg, as you probably heard, had been arrested again. All part of the circus show. We know it is to keep the spotlight on renewables and how very important it is to save our planet. We pretty much know, you know, about all of that. And the other thing is apparently Dictator Dan here in Australia, yes, Melbourne, Victoria, the most locked down city in the world other than CHINA, is the highest paid premier in Australia. I don't know how that came about, but apparently that is what they're saying on the news today, that Dictator Dan is very, very highly paid, the highest paid premier in Australia. Go figure. The most dictating premier is the highest paid. That says a lot, doesn't it, guys? He's obviously achieving all his goals. All right, let's have a little read through the suggestions for CHINA. I always like to get your input, guys. You know that I do, but it's got to roll off the tongue as well. At the moment, the most popular is probably panda. I was unsure of panda because I love panda bears. My two dogs look a little bit like panda bears. You've got to admit, haven't you, guys? With the patches on the eyes and plain black and white. Castles, you said panda country or panda. Tracy, you said Kina as in like Cardinay. Kina from Kath and Kim. I know a lot of you out there love Kath and Kim, the Aussie show Kath and Kim, where they pronounce Chardonnay as Cardinay. I did get it, Tracy, 1111. Nikki, you suggested cup and saucer, which I found funny. Oh, that's funny. You know, like our China ware. Speaking of cup and saucer. Adam, you said pottery. These are good suggestions, guys. Jen, you said Chucky Land, but then I thought we might get muddled up with Chucky being Charles, so we didn't want to get too muddled up, do we? McKay, you said Cathay. Was that their original name or something? And Biddy Boy was Wuhana. I'm not quite sure what that means. To be honest. Mafro was Big Panda. Amberger was Panda. Angie, you had some good ones, Angie. Chopsticks. Kung Fu. Ping Pong was one I thought of as well. Ping Pong. Or the Red Dragon. A few people like the Red Dragon. Although I thought dragons are a bit positive for us, so you know what I mean, on this channel we get dragon energy a lot. Christine, you put chai as in chai tea, which isn't bad actually. My daughter, you know, lately has been walking around saying, why do people say chai tea? Do you call it chai tea, Mum? And I'm going, what? This is in the last week or so. And I go, she goes, because chai means tea. So why would you be saying tea? As kids and their logic. So I thought that was good, Christine. Lynn Gray was ch, like for China, meaning shortening it to ch. And Ronnie, you had Kung Fu Land. So, yeah, have a little vote, guys. I'm guessing that panda's probably the one in the running, and maybe that'll probably be the winner, I would say, at this rate at the moment. So just a little bit of that, guys. I am still doing a Q&A this week at some point. So I might just get started, guys, and we'll start today's reading and we'll see what comes up. Excuse the dogs snoring if you are new and you're not used to them. They're pretty loud. Cheers, everyone. Okay. I'm getting the sleepwalkers of people waking up. I'm telling you, they've ripped off their bubble denial suits. Oh, there was one more thing I actually had to tell you guys too, and I nearly forgot. My husband came home from work last night. You know how I keep you up to date that people are waking up, they're coming into our battery shop, into his shop and saying all this. He had a guy come in yesterday, he'd not seen him for ages. And he goes, wait till you hear this story. And I went, what's happened? And he goes, this poor guy, him and his mate, this was when the jab wheel first started, went in, they both went and got their BOOSTERs, their, top up event. And he had a heart turn that night. Well, not that night. I think his was the next day. But his mate had a heart turn that night and died. And so he's been livid ever since. So the two of them got their BOOSTERSs and both had heart turns that night. Well, the next day for one of them. And his was a mild one, luckily, and he came in, he was so angry, he went back to the doctor and told the doctor off and everything. He's telling my hubby all about the story, but he lost his mate at the same time. So I guess, guys, what I'm trying to highlight to you is that people are finally getting the strength to come out now. They were too scared to speak up in the beginning. I mean, how do you prove these things? But now looking back, there's more of these people, these truth movements coming together, and they're starting to talk about their stories. And that's what I keep saying to you guys. There's going to be more and more of people coming out now and telling the truth because they're finally feeling brave enough. Plus, they realize they were lied to, so they're really ticked off. So now they're ready to, as I keep saying, to kind of receive that information of everything else that's kind of coming towards them as well. So I thought that was interesting. I keep telling you all the people that are coming into our work and telling us all these stories, they're wanting to get it off their chest. These are horrific stories, aren't they? They're not like little problems and little side effects, are they? Like, these are serious things that people have connected and joined the dots, but they were too scared to speak out. Whereas now they're getting into their, I guess, their brave, I don't know. Well, they're finding the courage is probably more the word to speak out. So I had to share that because that's another person who's come in and said that. It's just exhausting that this is even happening and there's nothing you can do. You just got to stand by and stand there and allow things to happen. All right, let's see what else we get. People are fired up now. They're fired up to get their lives back. They want their old lives. They are getting a good visible perspective on all this and where it's headed and where it's going. Not us, because we already knew where it was going. Some people waking up. They're seeing things clearer and clearer and clearer. Everything is coming into clarity now. It's almost like they're showing me like a pirate's telescope. And you know how you have to, excuse me, picky. Excuse me, guys. You know how you have to spin it to kind of get the focus? Well, I'm getting that now. People are spinning their telescope to get the focus clear on the truths. So it's coming into clarity for the people waking up that something isn't right. God, it's going to be a lot for them to see, isn't it? Overwhelming. At least, what's my dog doing? Oh, goodness. I always got to interrupt the video. You know they do. All right, Sophie. So, Sophie. Oh my goodness. We've got to really find it in our heart now to really forgive a lot of the past hurts. I'm still getting that we have to find it deep in our heart space to forgive a lot of the hurts from the past. And I'd say that's past, but also past few years. It could even go back further than that. Oh, hi, maintenance dogs. Sophie. Oh, my God. Get up here. Come on, up. Oh, just got to be patted the whole time. Sit down. Past it. Yeah, we have to forgive in our hearts. And that's a part of moving forward too. If we can forgive, it helps us, not to forget, but it helps us to move on. And I think, look, to be honest, a lot of us have forgiven a lot of this. Well, it's not that we've kind of forgiven. Because exhausting, isn't it? Sometimes I hear that word, you have to forgive and all that crap. But it's not easy to do. It's easy to say those words, but it's not easy to do. To go, I forgive everyone and all the hurt and the way they treated us. It's not easy to do. But it's about softly moving forward from those cruel feelings and things that we experienced from our past. So we have to kind of use our heart to heal our old wounds is really what I'm getting. I'm getting Mexico. I'm getting Mexico's making a huge mistake. Things aren't going very well in Mexico. Whoever's in charge of that country isn't navigating it very well at all. There's a lot of drama between Mexico and America. But I am getting that Mexico is making a lot of mistakes. And it's troubling them now. It's saying to me like the citizens of Mexico have not been well respected at all by their leaders. Oh my God, their countrymen. That's what I'm getting from Mexico. See, you do have to question like, why are people leaving Mexico by the droves? Many different reasons, but I am getting that they haven't been taken care of by their government. So I do feel like Mexico, it's not been run very well at all. And we know who runs Mexico probably. Just saying. But I do feel that the people feel like very downtrodden and they feel worthless. And that's why you've got a lot of this crossing of the border. They think there's going to be this new life. Oh my God, if only they knew. So a lot of people in Mexico are still looking to escape. That's what I'm getting. Escape to create their dream life. The big house with the white picket fence and all that sort of stuff, which, oh my God, we know is disappearing by the day with the shoebox housing that's going up. The old American dream ain't no more. It's disappearing very quickly. All right, let's keep going. God, it's showing me Australia. I've got elbow. Oh my God, this is exhausting, guys. It is this energy. Elbow's jumping on the bandwagon, so it's showing me like Elbow hopping on board with everything. Oh, and guess who's driving the wagon? The leader of Panda. I'll say Panda because we haven't voted yet, but I'll use that anyway. Is steering the wagon, and Elbow and other leaders have jumped on the back. God, it's like they're riding the tailcoats of Xi Jinping and being driven by Panda, the country Panda, and driven forward now. It's almost like Panda's making their decisions. What is Elbow doing to us down here? Poor Oz. We're dying a slow death from democracy into communism, aren't we? It's starting to happen. I know it's happening in Canada, isn't it? Trudeau is. But a lot of the other places are too. I told you the Solomon Islands have been taken over by Panda. It's happening globally. We know about the police stations popping up everywhere to control dissent of anyone that speaks out against panda, sadly. And that is actually happening. All right, let's see where else we go. Bloody elbow. All right. I'm getting Hippo in New Zealand, that Hippo's wearing the brunt of the decision-making processes. He's okay with wearing the brunt of it. He's kind of at that point where he thinks, oh, well, it's my way or the highway, and I'm the one that the buck stops with me. I make the final decision. So if people aren't happy with it, they just have to lump it. Basically, that's Hippo's attitude. I'm doing it anyway, despite what they think or stand up against or want to protest about. I'm still doing it. He's still going to march forward, Hippo. He doesn't take any notice of the little people if they protest or whatever they've got to say, because he's got his agenda to roll out. We know they're all doing it, but Hippo's doing that too. He's ignoring the little Lego people in New Zealand. You're not significant to him. You're not significant to him. The agenda is significant to Hippo. That's what I'm getting. I'm getting that song again. Finally, it's happened to me right in front of my face, and I just can't deny it. Finally. And that's the people waking up. I told you they've ripped the bubble denial suits off now, and they're all starting to see everything with their telescopes. It's coming clear. Things are becoming very, very clear. Even though it's not that clear, is it, some of the stuff they're rolling out? But it's starting to become clearer that there's got to be another agenda. And there is. And they're starting to see it. I mean, how can all this be happening together? Cost of housing, interest rates, fuel prices, food prices, renewables coming out, LGBTIQ or whatever it is. I don't even know what it is. Oh, it's probably not IQ. LGBTQ plus, as Turdo would say. All this crap is letting these people know there's another agenda happening here, and they want to know what is it. They want to get to the base of what is it. All right. Germany's rising, still getting it. Germany's rising. They want their freedom back. There's a movement forming in Germany, a big movement, a very big movement. And they're peaceful. They're not out of control, but they are going to stand united in Germany. They're going to be a force to be reckoned with. Oh, that's good. Got to do it en masse, haven't you guys? All right, see if there's anything else. God, the guides are saying these leaders see themselves as the rooster in the hen house. You think of a chook pen, the rooster pretty much, doesn't he run the show? Or he has all the ladies anyway. He's in charge pretty much. So, you know, he gets the first pick of the food and all this kind of thing. So I am getting that these leaders think they're the roosters. They're the ones in charge of everybody, and everybody else just has to fall into line like the little chickens that sort of follow along behind them and do as they're told. Or I'm just getting that, you know, the rooster has that big loud in the morning. It's like the call, you know, and then everybody falls into line. That's what I'm getting. They really want to be the rooster in the equation, all these leaders. They want to be the ones completely in charge of all the little hens and chicks. That's how they see themselves, like a cocky rooster. You know, roosters are very cocky. They've always got that sort of body language, haven't they, where they've got the puffed out chest. Well, that's what I'm getting for a lot of these leaders. They really want to be noticed now. They want to be completely in charge. They already have been doing that for a long time, 3.5 years in most cases. And pretty much the little chickens and chooks have not really done anything, have they? Meaning the sleepwalkers, people waking up. So I'm getting this cock-a-doodle-doo energy, meaning very cocky. They're very cocky now. Because, see, they think it's all going to happen. They just think it's all And the thing is, you can understand why they would think that way. Because like we keep saying here, not a lot of people are standing up, are they? They're doing about zero. It's hopeless. You get a few countries that stand up. The people are just, I always talk about Australia, gutless wonders. Their country is falling apart and they're still doing nothing and just going, oh, well, what can we do? Like, how about stop heading towards communist panda? We don't really want to live like that, do we? Don't we want freedom? But no one's doing anything about that. It's so bizarre to me. It's so bizarre to us. I know, guys, you feel the same way. How about we pull some cards today, guys, and see what we get? We might pull some Queen of the Moon Oracle. Thank you, Emma, for talking about the nude females on the cards. That could be an issue too. Mind you, the LGBTQ and all that do all this really weird stuff that's weird on YouTube, and nothing ever happens to them, doesn't it? But anyway, we'll pull a Queen of the Moon Oracle card. We'll pull 3 of these, guys. Yes, I did remember my glasses. Oh, I just got to have some tea. Oh, single card. I got to get it. Oh, hang on. Oh, I've got a phone call with my orthopedic surgeon on Friday about my knee, so hopefully I'll know what's wrong with it, guys. Attraction. Is anyone, I know one of you found your feather. I haven't found my feather yet. Has anyone else found their feather? God, it's taking me days to find my feather. That's not good. I've got to get back into alignment. What are we saying? Attraction. Supermoon. Attraction, meaning we can manifest things. Law of attraction, attracting things into our life that we want. That's just what I'm getting. That could be around the feathers, or attracting into our life the happiness, the things we deserve, the things that we want. Let's see what else we... Oh, my cards are going everywhere. Hang on, guys. Let me just straighten them up. I'm all fogging up because it's so cold. It's annoying when your glasses fog up, isn't it? And you can't see. Oh, hang on. Let's shuffle these. My hands are too cold to shuffle. Oh, my goodness. Cards are weird today. All right, what have we got? Purity. Oh, look at the snow. That reminds me of where I'm living at the moment. There's snow's falling. Purity is just like, it's kind of, you think about it, she's got her eyes covered. And it's an interesting card. It's like no footsteps in the snow. It's like, when I think of purity, I think of smooth snow. That's the image that comes to my mind with that card. It's like we're treading where no one's trod before. That's the image I'm getting from the guides. We, as people who are awake, who are moving forward and growing and evolving, are treading where nobody has trod before, meaning like in the snow when there's no footprints. We're putting the oh, that flipped over. We're putting the footprints in fruition. Things are coming to fruition, guys. We're going to start to see the fruits of our labor very soon. Look at all that abundance on top of our head, meaning the fruits, the veggies, the gardens, the growth. We talked yesterday about the crops growing and time to harvest all the truths. So everything's starting to come to fruition. We're at the turn, guys. We actually are. It's so good, the awakening, the shift. It is happening. Let's do a couple of unicorn cards. These are my unicorn cards, guys. These are fun as well. Diane Cooper. A lot of you like Diane Cooper. They're interesting cards, these, aren't they? So let's see if we're at the turn. I wonder what the next like half of this, like after this shift. I wonder what goes on after this shift. Interesting. Archangel Michael, use the sword of truth to help the world. Really? Look at us with the sword of truth. I love it. The sword of truth, guys. The truths are coming out now. We just got to stay in our power. Archangel Michael will keep us in our power and our inner strength. Look at the wings, unicorn energy. That's beautiful. Use the sword of truth to help the world. And I said that yesterday. It's not about what we say. It's about what we do and how we vibrate out to the world and the energy we're using, and keep moving ourselves to those higher levels and vibrations and frequencies. That's the key for the next 6 months for us, guys. Let's see if something flips. Ooh. Interesting, the old truth sword. We always get the sword energy here, like the King Arthur. Oh, got to get it. It flew out. It flew out with its little wings, guys. Oh, and it actually did. Let your creative imagination fly. Flight. I love it. Isn't that beautiful? Oh, that's so beautiful. Look at the golden wings on the unicorn. Flight. Let your creative imagination fly. See, it's all about creativity, finding your passions, living in the now, flying above, rising your frequency and vibration. You know, just keep moving up. That's the key, guys. Oh, they're beautiful messages, aren't they, about the truth and staying high in your frequency. Let me see if there's anything else to close with today. I'm getting this song. You run too fast, fly too high. You run so fast and you fly too high. Sophie. Oh, my dogs. Whoever sings that song, I don't know. Let's see if there's something else today. Oh, I need some tea. Oh my goodness. I'm getting this song. Who sings this song? Please release me, let me go, for I don't love you anymore. Da, 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 da. So please release me is like almost cutting a string and letting a balloon go. That's the image I'm getting for it. But that's us. It's like cutting the ties, not staying anchored to the past. Cut the string and release. Please release me, let me go. Well, we take off anyway, but I'm getting that please release me, let me go. Is it Tom Jones? Oh, I don't know who sings it. Anyway, I'm getting that song today. Let me see if there's one more song to finish off with. You know, I like doing everything pretty much in threes. Well, I think you guys are used to that now. Oh, I'm getting that song again. Who sings it? Oh, who sings it? Hang on. I'm getting that song. We dance underneath the radar. We dance underneath the boa. We dance underneath the radar. There's no way that I'm ever going to hear from him. Ha, 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 ha. Who sings that song? Underneath the radar. God, I love that song. And that's us. We dance. We have fun. We enjoy our life. We make the most of every minute. And we do it underneath the radar. We sneak under the radar so that we're not found by government. You know, people often don't see us. The people waking up. We do everything sort of off-grid, I guess you could say, like the maverick, rebel, freedom fighter, braveheart bikers that we are, King Arthurs as well. I'm leaving you with that song today. We need to go and play it. We dance underneath the radar. Oh, I wish I could think who sang it. You know the song anyway. It's an old disco number from way back when in the 80s. I'm going to leave you with that, guys. Have a wonderful day. I hope my readings are helping you. Please subscribe if you are new. If you're confused on our code names, just ask us down below. We all chat to each other here on my channel. And I'll say goodbye from Australia. I'm going to go and get some sunlight and warm up. Take care, everyone. Have a wonderful day. I hope you're enjoying your summer overseas. And I will talk to you soon. And please comment down below. Talk to you. Oh, bye from me and bye from the doggos. They're still asleep, aren't you, Spock? Well, they're tired today. The cold weather. -9. It does take it out of you a little bit. All right. Bye, everyone. Hey, I'm going to come on and do a country. I'm about to do it now. So let's see what country we get. Stay tuned. Bye.